everyone, my name is Catherine and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. This is part 3 to my EF Ultimate Break Patagonia series where I am on a trip with EF Ultimate Break. They do group travel tours for people between the ages of 18 to 35 and I am on their Patagonia trip going from Chile to Argentina, visiting the Patagonia area. So I've already done 2 videos or 2 parts to this video series for this trip, so go ahead and watch those if you haven't already. Today we have arrived to El Calafate, if I'm saying that right, C-A-L-A-F-A-T-E, and we're staying at the hotel, let me bring it up, Quixote, Q-U-I-J-O-T-E. Those are kind of hard for me to pronounce, but we just arrived today and we also got to Argentina today. Up until this point we were in Chile this entire time, and today's our first day in Argentina, and that's really exciting for me in particular because I'm 29 years old and I can officially say I've hit 60 countries before 30. So that's so cool. I hit country 60 today, Argentina, so that is again really amazing. That was just really exciting. I got that in part 2, just me being excited about it. But yeah, so we're in our hotel. All we did today was wake up super early in Chile and drive like half the day here, dropped off our stuff, went to get lunch, and then came back, and I'm gonna now drop off laundry. Today's not a very exciting day, besides of course hitting 60 countries, but in regards of like doing activities, I'm just gonna like do some laundry and have dinner. Tomorrow we're going to be hiking a glacier, so I'm gonna try to get some good sleep for that. I'm a little nervous, but also excited. But I wanted to show you all a room tour of this place because I know it's always fun to see where people are staying at. So let's show you the room. All right, so this is the front door. I'm sharing a room with a roommate, so this is how the standard EF rooms look like. We've already put our stuff down and we're in a rush to get to lunch, so don't mind that. I'm not going to show her stuff as much as mine. But I'll say I generally like this room. The room does give grandma vibes, if you can tell. I like the bathroom a lot. I think the bathroom looks really nice. I just put my stuff down here and then I just hung up some jackets. I have my backpack on that chair, and then I'm going to take that bag of laundry across the street. And then this is the bedding, which I don't hate it. I wouldn't pick it for myself, but it does give grandma, but in a fun cutesy way. All the other rooms were pretty much just like a standard white, so this gives some character, so I will give it that. So yeah, this is just generally how the room looks like. It's just for 2 nights. I've noticed, I believe the first hotel we were in it for 1 night, and then the other hotels, like every night besides in Buenos Aires, the end, every other hotel is 2 nights. So that's good. And then this is the bathroom. I think that the bathroom's actually really nice. Let me just open it a little bit more. Like, look at this tile. Pretty nice. The bathroom's more modern looking, and then that's me. I've already kind of set up my stuff already. And yeah, you know, I got a hair dryer, the towels. You got this pretty nice shower situation. Again, I've already I haven't showered yet, but I'm going to, so that's why my stuff's in there. And yeah, that is what the room is looking like. One thing that I thought was really funny was when I was out and about, I wanted to eat, get some stuff, get cash, because now I'm in Argentina, so I need to have Argentinian pesos instead of Chilean currency, and then also do laundry, which I'm about to drop off. But I ran into someone from my tour group and she was saying, make sure you have a big bag when you go and get money. And I was like, what do you mean by that? I was so confused, and this is what she meant. So my wallet is just this little thing that I got in Korea, if it'll even focus. Just, yeah, this little thing I got in Korea, and I have Chilean money in here along with like my cards, and I exchanged $200 USD. And this is how much 200 Chilean USD is. Look at this. I have not held such a big wad of cash in so long. Like, oh, that wasn't rubber banded like the other ones. Like, look at this. I know where I went, I got like a good exchange rate, but I still need to learn when I'm like in the shops how much like a US dollar is to, you know, Argentinian money. But this is just so funny. But anyway, that is the update. I think other than dropping off laundry, showering, and then having dinner and getting ready for bed, and I want to go to bed early for tomorrow's hike because again, we're hiking the glacier that this area is known for. I'm not really going to get much footage, so I'll most likely see you all tomorrow. And yeah, so I will see you then. Bye.
Oh, okay, we got share. Well, this one has a bug in it, so I feel like we should share this one.
That's sizzle.
Oh, sorry. Do you want us to put some pieces?
Hey everyone, I know I said I wasn't going to film anymore today, but I did not expect to have quite the dinner. So today was an included dinner, which you will have throughout your EF trips. Some of the dinners or lunches will be included, most not, but definitely always the welcome dinner, the farewell dinner, every breakfast, and then occasionally some lunches and some dinners, just depends on the trip. But Argentina is known for tango, so we got to see a glimpse of some tango dancing, and they even brought out some people from my EF group to dance with them. They were just in a separate part of the restaurant, so we couldn't see it. And then my tour guide surprised us with playing the guitar and singing, and the staff joined. And it was really cool, and we ended up having lamb for dinner as well. It was just like a family style, and I'm not the biggest lamb person, but this lamb was pretty good, and I was pretty happy with our meal. Felt very authentic. I hope you all enjoyed kind of like the snippets from dinner, and now I will actually see you tomorrow.
This is a loop, so we will get to this first balcony that is the best view of all with an Argentinian flag, and then starting to the right is a loop, so we return to the flag again. From here to the parking, you have like 10 minutes.
You hear that? That is the sound of ice
right
cracking.
See
You can see it?
The water.
Where it's moving?
You'll see the water is kind of bubbling and
Okay, the tree was blocking me. Oh yeah. Ice is falling right over there. So we are at the Glacier Park. I'm just walking up the steps and trying not to trip, but it's so beautiful. As you can even tell. There we go. I've never seen anything like this before, and yeah, it's just really cool. Surprisingly warm though for glaciers. I had to take my coat off, and you can hear the cracking of the ice, and it's not because of climate change, it's just like a natural pressure thing that happens. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. Alright, so I don't even know if you can hear me, but I'm on a boat right now, and we are going across from where the bus was to where the glacier is going to be, and we're going to do a like 2-3 hour hike or something like that, and then we're going to get back on the boat and go back. So I'm just going to get some views, go to the bathroom, and then That's so intense. Those crampons. Your feet, your like bottom feet don't even touch it. Get it, girl. She's just gonna keep going without us. Okay, bye.
Bye, girl.
You were very nice. Very sweet.
Se va a quedar igual mis compañeros.
The hike, and now we're sailing back to shore on this boat. Hey everyone, I'm now back in my hotel room from that glacier hike, and I was like falling asleep on the bus, so I'm still in the process of waking up, but I wanted to go over the experience with you all because I filmed and took photos throughout, but really we had to focus so much on especially walking on the glacier. So the whole thing itself was around 3 hours, and I'd say for half the time we were on the glacier, and then half the time we were like going just on regular terrain, doing like kind of a normal hike on like rock / granite terrain. But the glacier experience was really cool. It was a bit like scary and stressful, I won't lie. I ended up buying my own micro crampons, if you saw in my packing video when I filmed it a couple of weeks ago. And if you can tell, it's just like these little spirals here. And my tour guide told us to buy these and bring them, not any specific types, just to buy micro crampons. And then today or yesterday, he was saying don't bring yours for today's hike. And I was thinking why I bought these, blah, 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 but I guess we're gonna need like these more kind of smaller ones for another hike another day. And when I saw the crampons for today for that hike, I understood why, because as you saw earlier in the video, they were spiky and just like really like they didn't even go in the ice that much. Still really cool experience. It was just very different, and you just had to really get used to walking on the ice. And they didn't so much to like a tutorial like the employees or people who like do this all the time who were like guiding us. They basically were telling us like walk wider than you normally do, and when you walk like stomp so that you get like a good grip in the ice. And of course like watch your feet, and they told us do not film or take photos or anything while you're walking, because you have to really keep a strong focus, because there are a lot of holes that are deep. Like if you fall in those holes, like you're done. I'm not kidding. They're like at certain points I was like, this is like really intense and scary, and I'm kind of surprised we're doing this. I'm not gonna lie, so I didn't get any of that footage because I put safety first, obviously. But I tried to get them in between for you all, and I'm so glad I did it. It was just something that was like, one girl described it well. She was saying it was like very overstimulating, and she was like disassociating a little bit, and I was kind of doing the same thing. I was just like so focused, and I liked going uphill more because you can just lean into the hill and kind of like go up, I guess. But going downhill just felt a lot scarier because you had to lean back. It's kind of like horseback riding in my like comparison. You had to lean back and still like stomp your feet really into the ground, but it's hard to avoid, like, because gravity when you're going down wants you to go forward, and so it's kind of like hard for me to get used to going downhill, like watching everything around me that I don't step on anything that's, you know, bad, or like a huge puddle that's like gonna get my shoes all wet, or a big hole, but then obviously I don't want to fall. And then there's certain points where we were following like a very narrow kind of, sometimes you kind of had to follow like the water pathways, not the big puddles, but just the water pathways. And with that, it was like so narrow that only like a foot at a time could go, and like you're being told you need to walk with like wider steps, but then people are walking in like the narrow pathways. If this at all makes sense, it's kind of hard to explain without like, you know, showing you, but it was just a lot. But I think I learned the uphill part pretty quickly because, again, wide steps and you kind of keep your feet at like a V shape. And then when you're walking downhill, a lot of people were making like small penguin steps and toes kind of forward, leaning back, and like putting your feet really in the ground. I didn't fall at all, which I'm surprised by, and I'm happy that I didn't, but I definitely thought I was going to a couple of times. There were certain points where like it was trickier, and so the guides, there were like 3 different guides, like in addition to the EF guide and in addition to the like guide that we had on the bus like for the day. So there was like 5 guides at one point. There were certain points where like the hiking guides would like go down because they're so used to it, it's like nothing to them, and they would like help us, which is really useful. So they definitely made it as safe as possible. And there were certain points because of this glacier, there's no man-made trails. And because it's a glacier and it's constantly breaking and pieces are falling and it's just forming differently, there were points where like the main guide, he was like using this tool and breaking away ice to make us a pathway. So it felt very just like all natural. So yeah, that was that experience, quite wild. And then tomorrow's just going to be a chill driving day. I'm noticing with this Patagonia trip, it's like you have a driving slash travel slash chill day, and then hike day, and then the next day is like next city, travel, bus, chill day, hike, travel, bus, chill, hike. So that's kind of the trend, and we're spending like 2 nights in every hotel besides the first and the last ones. But yeah. Oh, and I also asked my tour guide, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the video, but I'm someone that's like very passionate about climate change. So when I was hearing how like you can hear the ice breaking and cracking and falling, I tried to get it on video, but it's so hard to know when that's gonna happen. But maybe I got like at least the sounds of the cracking, but you can always see like the ripples of the water once the ice falls, and I was able to get that. But I was asking like, is the ice melting and cracking because of climate change? And my EF guide was saying no, actually the ice, there's like more ice than there was, and now it's receding, and it has to do with like the pressure. All right, sorry, as per usual, I'm like closing out this clip and then somebody walks in the door, and yeah. But anyway, I just wanted to say that that's basically what we ended up doing. I was pretty much done saying everything I wanted to, but unless there's something else interesting today, I think we're just gonna do some gift shopping. There's a lot. This is like a really cutesy kind of small town, and we're right by the main road, so we're gonna just pop in stores. It's also a girl's birthday today, so I told her that we go get ice cream, so we're about to do that. So they're waiting on me, so we're gonna, yeah, grab ice cream, do some shopping, souvenir shopping, and then have dinner. That is the update, and I'll see you either later today or tomorrow. Bye. I collect plates. I'm thinking of getting this guy for what we hiked today.
Like super organized. They tell us exactly where we need to be, what we need to do. No, that's well, I know. Like, where's the bathroom and how much?
Mushroom pasta.
Yeah.